Hello everyone, welcome back to Valhalla. Last time we had a mega Christmas party. It's better than Christmas, it's mega Christmas. We had all of our regular friends there and unhooked somebody's bra and it was amazing. And today we're going back into the game. We need $10,000 by the end of the week or we'll be evicted. And we are ready to go. We've read up on, actually one of you mentioned that there is actually something new in one of these. Is it danger? This one. Okay, apparently I didn't read this one before. So, Model Warrior returns to TV. Anyone watching it? I don't even have a TV. So useless. Julianne is old and busted. I heard you talking shit about my waifu like I wouldn't find out. Is it going to be censored? I don't think so. The show is rather tame, as far as I know. I'm gonna marry Julianne! Oh man, I remember watching the show back when I was like 10. I think I discovered porn thanks to it. Rule 34. You'll never discover Rule 34 for the first time again. Well, I keep trying. Never seen this show before. Is it any good or is it just a meme? It's a meme show. There's nothing outstanding. What about the sequels? Are those going to be broadcasted as well? The sequels are shit. Oh, but it's our favorite show. We gotta watch it. All right, so let's go to work. We've got probably another week left in the game, maybe a little more. Who knows? The game is longer than I thought. But we do have a lot of loose ends to wrap up. Now that I'm, like, I don't know what I was thinking. I just wasn't paying attention. We have a lot of loose ends. You know, are we gonna romance our boss? Are we going to learn about all the characters or the investigation? Are we going to learn about Ingram? Are we going to get back to Donovan? There's a lot of stuff. You know, I thought it would wrap it all up last episode, but it didn't, because there's another whole act. So here we are. Evening. Hey Jill, Gil's on the back sorting an ingredients shipment and I've got things to do. The dog's in charge, okay? Bye. What? Wait, the dog, what? Okay, first order, pet me. No. Pet me? No. I'm in charge and I want you to pet me. What are you, a cat? Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey Jay. Won't pet you. You'll pet me sooner or later, they all do. Won't. Will. You called? He said Will, not Gil. Who the hell is Will? Nobody! Don't be rude with poor Will. There's no Will. Do you need me to psych you up then? Shut up! I feel like this conversation might have been a little lost in translation. Who, me or Will? Ah! You go back to whatever you're doing. All right. And you stand by. Only if you pet me. Go. The fuck just happened? Well, aren't we spirited today? Welcome to Virgilio? Why do you sound so weirded out? You didn't show up with a bombastic soliloquy. That's not a word you say every day. Well, putting up an act can be tiring, you know? So it's all an act then? Wasn't it obvious? I guess. Would you mind getting me a Bleeding Jane? Sure. He wants a Bleeding Jane. Oh, but it's a riddle. I actually wanted something else. Blended and that's all. Alright, it has been a few days since my last episode. Sorry about that. I am kind of busy and I'm not playing this series ahead, as you may tell. And so sometimes, you know, sometimes I just really want to play Dark Souls, and so I play that instead. But we will get through it. Don't worry. I am enjoying it too. It's a slow-paced game, and so it's gonna be a slow-paced series, but we will get through it. A Bleeding Jane. Yes, this is just the thing. So tired of putting on an act. Care to explain? It's a long story, and I'd honestly rather not talk about it right now. Fair enough. What made you change your mind, though? Well, for one thing, it's safer for me now. The pompous buffoon act was mostly a way to avoid raising suspicion. Safer? There's a word that's been losing meaning lately. Wait, that was your way of avoiding suspicion? Yes. You do know how weird that sounds, right? It sounds weird. You try not to raise suspicion, but you act in a bombastic manner that screams you're there. And everyone dismisses the fool as a buffoon and moves on. Eh? I mean, you might be right if I were talking about hiding myself, but I'm avoiding certain crowds of people. Yes, my behavior might call everyone's attention, but then everyone just decides I'm harmless and disregards me. I was gonna say. And depending on how erratic my actions are, I become harder to read, giving me yet another layer of enigma. Well, congrats. No offense, but I fell right into your plan. I just dismissed your actions as those of a fool and moved on. Can you tell me what drinks you actually wanted? You completely fooled me. Thanks. Say, can you give me something spicy? Sure. Something spicy. Another one. Mars Blast, 170. Bloom Light, 230. That might be the one. Spicy Promo Blend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And everything. There we go. Here you are. Aren't you fascinated by spiciness? What's spicy for humans might not be spicy for other animals. Are you sure? I think it... well, I mean maybe. But I'm pretty sure spiciness is not a flavor, it's a chemical reaction. So yeah, I guess if other animals don't have the same chemicals in their mouths. Hell, what's toxic for us might not be for other creatures. Certainly. Do you like spicy things, bartender? I don't mind them, I guess, but I'm not really a fan. Chris, at IRL, really a fan of spicy food. That neutral stance is actually weird to come across. Everyone either loves spicy things or hates them with passion. Do you like it? Lots. Not only in regards to painfully spicy things, but also the way mild or slight spice adds to a meal. When I was a kid, I had a friend who hated spicy things so much that when he ate a regular nacho cheese Dorito, not a spicy nacho Dorito, a regular nacho cheese Dorito, he was like fanning with his tongue out and he was like, oh, hot, spicy. Then again, he was 10, and you know how 10-year-olds can be. I've always had this dream of opening a curry stand. As things are, I might actually pursue that dream. Let me know if you do. I haven't had curry in ages now. Hey, bartender. Call me Jill. I wanted to apologize. You put up with me all this time without lashing out. I should apologize for my behavior and thank you at that. Don't worry. I actually feel like I was too rude to you last time you came. Granted, you came at a really bad time, but I should be the one apologizing. You're a client after all. Yeah, the really bad time was after we got, like the day after we got yelled at. Well, don't. I'm actually surprised that nobody else had violently lashed out at me yet. You're making me curious as to who you really are, though. Is Virgilio even your real name? It might be, it might not. He's definitely more interesting now than before. I also still think he's like a rebel leader or something. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a magnet for people who hide their identities and sordid pasts. Gil, Jamie, you? Did you say something? Just rambling, pay me no mind. Don't say that out loud, Jill, that could be dangerous. Now that I think about it, how did you find this bar? I was avoiding some chaps and came to this alley. Huh, again. Again? In my time here, I've heard avoided people ended up here enough times to make me believe that the original owner built the bar here thinking about the runaway public. You make me sound like a criminal. You're not helping. The expression runaway doesn't just mean people escaping the law, though. We've had people avoiding stalkers or solicitors. I've seen people more shocked by an insistent salesman than a shady figure. Maybe because the salesman is a more active predator? I don't know. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Yeah, I mean, that's right. The salespeople, if you let them talk to you, they will, well, some will go after you and keep talking to you, and then you'll feel like you have to pay them money and take their thing just so you can be a polite, normal person. And then you leave and you're like, why do I have less money and why do I have this thing I don't need? Let them know there's a bar and they'll come. Really? I thought there was something else. A troublesome part of the city right near the shopping district. Okay, I lost the thread of the conversation. Sorry, I should stop rambling to myself so much. I don't mind it. You think I'm sort of criminal, though? Like I said, you're not helping. But for all I know, you might be the buffoon I've seen the other days. In any case, can I get something bitter here? On it. Give you something bitter. 150. That one, we know that one's cheap. 160. 160. 220. Alright, here's the one. Again, I would not do this in real life. I'm only doing it because of the points, the score in this game. Unless it was obvious to me that the patron was rich and it wouldn't hurt him. Here, this works. Do you like coffee, Miss Bartender? As weird as it may sound from a smoking bartender, no, I don't. Well, I get it. It's not for everyone. That bandaged girl that came here last time? What about her? I feel like I've met her before. I've been thinking a lot, but I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you need to stop thinking about it. Enemy of the White Knights. Answers usually come to you when you stop stressing out. You might be right. Well, I'll leave you for now, bartender. Thanks for everything. He was fishing for information about Say from us, and we didn't give it to him. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hello, Mr. Detective. And here we are, another mute person wandering into the bar. I'll give him cheap stuff. I don't think he can afford anything. Anything I can get you? Gut punch. Okay. I was just saying, give him the cheap thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's make it big. And give him as much alcohol as we can. There you go. Oh, you got it right. So what's up now? A bit of a holiday blues, you could say. Do you celebrate Mega Christmas? Why wouldn't I? You look more like a Festivus kind of guy. Why does everyone keep saying that? Well, Festivus is a celebration going against the capitalist madness that is Mega Christmas. And, you know, cheapskate. If you have something to say it. I'll refrain. Although, now that I think about it, Holiday Blues is not really tied to a specific celebration. Just the season. A season of consumerist craze. Mega Christmas is just a mockery of what the real Christmas once was. I mean, the season has slowly become enslaved to the corporations over time. Holiday spirit can only be manipulated so much. But then came that Turbo Male guy. He started a yearly tradition of dressing up like Santa in the ring. What? Turbo Male? That can't be his ring name. It is. Really? Such a tacky name was accepted? His partner was Buster Master, and his rival was Dr. Chris Max. Tacky names were not a problem. I mean, I knew there was a wrestler that dressed as Santa every year. I also knew the guy became insanely popular and the stunt got out of control. And of course, that's the part everyone sings about. Santa became Nega Santa thanks to the Redmond family. Nega Santa sees the error of his ways and becomes the mighty Mega Santa, renaming the holiday Mega Christmas. And then every company jumped on the bandwagon and Christmas was Mega Christmas before everyone noticed. So you're telling me that the guy who somehow managed to rename the holiday went by the ring name Turbo Male? Yep. That makes the whole holiday sound like a joke. The holiday is a joke. And you're telling me you don't celebrate Festivus? No, I don't. You know what kind of people celebrate Festivus? The kind that's so lame and bland that they can only talk about how they're better because they celebrate Festivus. Like those jerks who only eat Duke and think they're better than everyone else. That must be a food. I see. Anything else I can get you? Get me a fringe weaver, will you? Sure. Is this one gonna be cheap too? $2.60? Nope. Alright, this one has a lot of alcohol, so let's give him just the normal amount. I mean, we might get funny dialogue if we did the whole thing, but I like to... I don't know, I like to play games my way. I almost said I like to play games as if I'm actually there, or I like to take them seriously, but at the same time, I'm also trying to kind of max the money, so... So it's just whatever I feel like. Great, thanks. So, any issues with the city lately? What's the word on the street? Shouldn't I be asking that? There's nothing new, really. The lynchings of white knights stopped, so there's that. Really? Something about the armor. I haven't gotten much on that one yet. All in all, the madness following the attack on the bank seems to have settled down a bit. That's good to hear. Have any other details about the attack emerged yet? All records of whatever happened there have been long deleted. Security cam, system logs, everything was wiped. Whatever happened there, it's become even more of a mystery now. I wonder if Say plans on testifying. Does anyone know if Say went there in the first place? But where? Wait, to the bank? We knew she was at the bank. I'm confused by this line. Maybe the wiping of everything actually protects her somehow. Oh, maybe they can claim in court that she was never there, I see. If necessary. Hey, bartender, you okay? Sorry, got distracted. There's not much to say, really. There's the odd silly rumor here and there, like the vending machine's tasers malfunctioning and applying more strength. But that the writer of The Last Reign in the World is actually living here as a brain in a jar. Those are the kinds of rumors you hear from crackheads. Didn't we already... Well, we did meet a brain in a jar. Were they a best-selling author? Crackheads might hold that one last piece of info you need, but you also hear crap like that. I see. Anyway, I'm leaving. Happy New Year, bartender. Is the next person we see gonna be the brain in the jar? Please come again. Okay, then. No, wait, she's out. Gil, you there? Oh, she was about to say boss. Yeah, taking your break? Let me know if someone comes in. We shall save. We're already on the last page. Things are pretty quiet outside. Jill! Ah, Miss Kim. Just call me Kim. It sounds weird to be called Miss. Seem to be in a good mood. I got some money on Mega Christmas. Wouldn't you be happy? I guess. What can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. The problem with gift money, though, is that the happiness you get from it lasts a day or less. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. I should know that by now. And I still have none of these memorized. Here, thanks. So how have you been doing? Pretty good, actually. My hair stopped falling out. My appetite's coming back. I hadn't realized just how much the newspaper was weighing on me until I quit. I suddenly stopped feeling defeated. I actually felt like I achieved a victory. Like I got a hold of my own life. So nice to hear. Oh yeah, I'll start bartender training in January too. Huh, really? Yeah, I did some research on it and it sounded cool. BTC gives you many benefits, so it sounded like a good thing to do for the time being. I don't know if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's a good start. It'll give me time to think on the next course of action. A bit of advice, don't go for BTC housing plans unless you absolutely have to. You have to sign a contract for at least 5 years of service with a cut in pay and tips. I was gonna go for that one, but I backed down a bit at the last minute. How do you back down a bit? Well, I took the chance when the BTC found me an apartment. And instead of signing the BTC contract, I just asked for a regular one. I still have no idea how I got away with that one. I thought those apartments were built by them or something. Back in England they are. They have their own real estate companies. Apartment complexes where they have the means to give discounted rooms to employees. But in this city, Realty Nua holds an unspoken real estate monopoly. So BTC can't easily offer such promises. Oh. Realty Nua is a bit weird as far as companies go. Their name has become synonymous with quality, a brand built around a certain expectations. But the truth is that Realty Nua has done little to no work in the last 10 years or so. Really? I mean, when they started, they managed to sell and build upon plots of land that everyone gave up on. It became a big name as far as real estate goes. In reality, the company itself has actually done less than you'd think over the years. Most of the time, they're cashing in on their established properties or letting others work with them. I believe in the last 10 years or so, they've only started around 3 or 4 new projects. They're all expansions of their already established ones. Wow, this section could have a lot of words cut out. You seem to know a lot about it. Nah, I've just read a lot about it over time, especially after hearing my landlord ramble about them. I think it's all par for the course for real estate companies, really. But it's true that when you hear a name so much, you expect something, I don't know, different. But enough rambling on my side, you must be thirsty. Can I get you anything else? Let's try a sugar rush. Okay. Sugar rush, I feel like I've been serving them a lot lately. Well, you might, but I don't. I do not remember what we serve. 1, 2, 1. Give you some of these. Here you go. Yay! Actually, Jill, I came here today to thank you. Me? Yeah, back when I first showed up here, I was in a really rough spot. I was shocked. I was tired. I was a total mess. I even said some really mean things, but you had patience with me. Not to mention you helped me cool down and your boss saved me. And I don't know, I felt like I had to tell you all that before the year ended. Much appreciated, thanks. But anyway, how are you doing? Last time you were a bit off. I'm better now, thanks a lot. Glad to hear. It was weird to see you like that. It always felt like you were putting up a cool bartender act. It did? You don't? I don't. Are you sure? What you saw as a cool bartender act is what everyone else has described as being cold. I mean, cold and cool do mean the same, but I don't try to put up that act. Sorry to disillusion you. I'm too much of a mess to do such a thing. Huh. I never got the impression of Jill being cold. I always thought of Jill as super patient, you know, having to talk to all kinds of crazy people. Disappointed? Surprised, actually. What led me to believe that you were putting on an act? And more importantly, how can I make use of it when I get assigned to a bar? I must investigate further. Good luck with that. Say, let's try something bubbly now. Alright. Let's get a bubbly drink. So, that's not bubbly. So we know you are jobless right now. You're unemployed, so we'll give you something cheap. Frothy water is $1.50. 280. 260. All right. We got frothy water. I'll give you a big one because this is nothing. Here you go. Thanks. Hey, Jill, I'm gonna need some ice. Ah, boss. Boss? Oh, I know you. Thank you, thank you! Hey, nice to see you're fine. I'm more than fine. I'm alive. I'm here. I avoided my biggest mistake in life thanks to your timely intervention. I don't know what overcame me. I just felt like everything was shouting. I couldn't stop the shouting, so I just felt like, thank you. Don't even mention it. I just did what I felt was right. Jill, ice, please. Right. Here you go. You all right? Did you seek help? I know a couple of people that could help you. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I've gone to a therapist a couple of times, but he says I'm okay. Something overcame me, but you intervened and I don't know what to say. You already said thank you. Saying that you're fine is more than enough for me. I should have come to thank you earlier. I owed you that at least. Don't worry, just go out and be happy. You have a second chance, so use it as best you can. I wonder if she had like overdosed or something in a pit of despair, and that's when Dana found her. I will. I'll be leaving. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jill, and thank you again. Please come again. So a couple of weeks ago, I read some news about a woman saving a suicidal girl, catching her mid-air. Would you happen to know anything about that, boss? Maybe. Maybe not. Whoever it was probably just did it because it was the right thing to do. Feeling lonely? Is this Dorothy? That voice. Oh! And achievements in this game. I imagine maybe some achievements for playing the whole game without any mistakes. Now that I feel like would be an achievement, but one for just getting far enough in the story? Maybe if this is optional. Hey Joe, long time no see. Really long time no see. Seriously, it feels like it's been over a year since I last saw you. I was planning on visiting you last week, but things were pretty heavy back then. No signal, she's out of the TV. So I just waited in the background until the tension wore off a bit. Earth to Joe, I'm talking to you here. If I ignore her, she'll leave. The glitchy. I'm not an unfathomable sense of dread. You can't just ignore me, you know? You've hijacked my neurons or something. Julianne Stingray, I'm talking to you. Calm down, don't fall for her taunts. How does she know my full name though? thought your full name was Julianne Natalie Stingray, or did you legally remove the Natalie? Never mind that. Is she reading my thoughts? Yeah. I mean, they're kind of written in the middle of the screen. Hard not to see them, actually. Alright, that's it. I'm going crazy. It's such a self-centered way to see the world. You assume that you're crazy because you can't accept that this world could be weirder than you think. This world's amazing because of the things you just can't explain. And just because you only experience something doesn't mean it's a lie or that you're crazy. I mean, just look at ASMR. No, I'm pretty sure that's what a crazy person would say in this scenario. You acknowledge me. Shit. That's good. I'm not serving you anything. What? Why? Last time you came, I had to clean the drinks I served you off the floor. Don't be like that. The drinks were also paid for with my money. I don't know how you did it, but that set any and all plans I had for the rest of the week off balance. So we're now thinking this instead of saying it, because last time we got made fun of for talking to nobody. I was gonna buy some curry with the money I had to put up for those drinks. Just phased right through her. Dog duty done. I know we have slow days, but for God's sake. You okay? You look angry. I'm fine. Good job out there. I'm back. Ah, boss, what happened? Meeting cut short. At least I drank the the bottles. Are you okay? You look distraught. I'm fine. So they really can't see you. I mean, you're right in front of them. And you're wearing jeans under a skirt. Why? Just why? And also, do you have to lift it like that? Like, we'd see... To annoy people, of course. Is that a new trend? What does she think she's doing? Everyone feels like it's not quite right. Everyone thinks they should call you out. But they can't bring themselves to do it because it's not that wrong. There are things like spats, after all. It's uncannily right, not all that wrong, and you can't stop staring. Not like anyone other than me could see it, though. They could see if they wanted to. Jill, you're making an awful lot of faces there. You okay? Yeah, just remembering stuff. And I miss not being crazy. You know what, Jill? You can tell them that you're seeing somebody. You don't have to hide that. One of my favorite episodes of Star Trek was in Deep Space Nine, when I might be confusing a few of them, but no. Cisco was having dreams of being a writer in the United States in like the 1960s or 70s or something like that. And it was super vivid, and he was like, you know, it's the kind of thing where you're like, oh my God, I'm crazy, I'm having dreams of somebody else's life. And in his real life, in the space station, he just talked about it. He was like, yeah, I'm having these visions where I'm living somebody else's life. And everybody else was just like, yeah, okay, that's just what he's going through right now. And I loved that. Just because it wasn't it went against the trope of like, oh, you see some kind of digital entity, or you see a ghost, or you see this, and you have to hide it inside because everyone's gonna think you're crazy. Like, no, in this society, if you see something weird, you see something weird. And that's actually kind of normal because it's Star Trek, but you know what I'm saying. I do wish we did more, we acted more like that in real life, you know. Boss, I'm leaving early today. And you stay here. Who stays where? Crap, did I just... You have to be the first person I've met who mixes their inner and outer voice. I thought I saw one of the dogs near the counter. Sorry. Ah, okay. Can I leave a bit earlier today? Sure. Thanks for taking care of the fort. What about me? You haven't left yet. I'll thank you when you leave. That's not, whatever. All right. That's a good score. We're now up to 4,000. We just doubled our money. It's pretty good. On the 30th, we have... Oh, geez. Only a couple of days. We'll have to... Hopefully the next few days are 27th, 28th, 29th. Yeah, we just got 2 more days for $6,000. Uh-oh. And no late payments either. Pay on the day it's due or you're evicted. Wow. Jill just watched Night of the ID Snatchers, or the ID Snatchers. I guess it would be ID because the D is capitalized. Buying a poster of it will prevent her from getting too distracted. When we need that, it's an investment. Have a very nice day. It's an investment like me buying my desk lamp was an investment. Or like buying the Talos Principle 2 was an investment. You know? What did you want? I forgot. Some ID Snatchers poster. Okay. Movie poster, Night of the ID Snatchers. 250. The Beloved Police mockumentary. That's not very expensive. That's nice. Looking at the poster, Jill managed to get Gabby off her mind, even if for just a little bit. Have a very nice day. Alright, still over 4,000. There are cats in heat outside. I'd have blue balls if I still had any. What brought that up, Jill? You feeling something too? Augmented Eye, what's new on the net? This all looks new. Taylor the Brain, tired after name change requests. A couple of weeks ago, we wrote about Taylor, one of the brains from the Sola Anima project. One of the highlights from the interview that was unfortunately stripped from the finished version was a stray comment about how many people asked Taylor to change their name to Brian on a regular basis. Oh. I know people try to be funny, but I won't change my name for a punchline, Taylor told the AE team. I like the name Taylor, and there's nothing wrong with Brian. I just won't be a part of the joke. My life is worth more than that. Taylor is currently looking at their chances at becoming a senator in the upcoming electoral season. Yeah, go for it. Parliament discusses anime influence. Oh my god. During an unusual meeting held at Parliament today, delegates discussed the effects of anime on the population. It's nothing but filth! Trash! A representative at the Workers' Party yelled during the meeting. If I could choke every single writer and animator out there, I'd do it! I'd choke them with my own enhanced hands! Several anime studio heads have responded to the news. I think they would ban it if it wasn't bringing so much money into the local market, Yamake, a producer, told the Augmented Eye during a phone interview. I do agree that anime is trash, but I'll save the genre. You can trust me. Ah yes, important topics and all. Oh my god. The argument of, is this particular type of media stealing the minds of our children? Well, there is an element of soft power in geopolitics to imported media, but they're not talking about that here. Taylor! Biker gang arrested after vandalism during protests. The members of one of the largest biker gangs in the Motor City sector were arrested after the group's leader and her entourage were found at the site of a protest last Friday. I did not pay attention to that. Biker gangs arrested after going to a protest? Their leader, commonly known in the streets as Christine Love, just declared to the press that they were unjustly arrested and that our gang was only there to defend protesters from the White Knights. They're afraid of us. They know they can't take us down in the streets, so they used protesters as a shield, and we had no opinion but to surrender, Love told the Augmented Eye during a phone conversation. They're currently detained and waiting for a trial. The formal charges are unknown so far. Isn't she a game developer? She's many things. Huh. Grand Slam fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? Wait, did we read all these? This is the only new one. Yori, new season. It's finally here! Can't believe I'm alive for this day. Thank you, based god. All boards report in. What other boards, you idiot? Nice, more stupid moe blobs. YY gets its new season, but the actual best YY is still up in the air. My internet service gets cut off tomorrow because I can't afford it anymore. Wake me up! I got a job, you stupid neat. Oh god, here we go. Prepare hot cocoa, sit in comfy couch, put on my favorite mega Christmas sweater, see snow falling outside, turn on the heater, get my blanket, watch glorious YY and fall asleep when it ends. I am the comfy. I wish I was as comfy. Crying emoji. I have work tomorrow. Enjoy the Euros for me. You could stream it. Streaming's better than TV. Because TV, you have to put it into your schedule. Alright. Sounds cute. For nerds, maybe. Alright. That is it for this episode. Let's save. I did not need to use all of these save slots, but it's a good habit to get in, I guess. And particularly in case I accidentally don't record, I guess. So, what's gonna happen next? We know Kira Mickey's gonna come back because she announced she had another concert. Yeah, some of the other characters we're gonna learn about. Virgilio, private investigator guy is going. Art, that's his name. Art is gonna solve a case, and he's gonna be all right. I don't know if they're gonna resolve everything or wrap up everybody's story. We've got some stuff coming up, and I don't know if the 30th is gonna be the end when we pay for rent, or if there's gonna be more after that. We'll see when the time comes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Valhalla and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye.